This video is sponsored by PoketownStore.com, the best place for you to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that specific code card to complete your deck or just to open up some packs? They have it all. From Darkness Ablaze, Champions Pad, you name it. Look at the huge variety that they offer. Also, this video is sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a platform I personally use every day, and this is for European players to purchase and sell cards all across Europe, and they have lots of good stuff on here. You can actually open up an account and start selling yourself or buy a fantastic amount of products from people all across Europe. So definitely check out both of my sponsors, PoketownStore.com as well as Card Market. And as a little addition, if you go to Poketown Store, you can use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for 5% of your next order. So definitely do so. You'll help me out a ton. What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. This is going to be the Halloween special, so hopefully you guys are in the mood for some creepy stuff, as I've looked over a bazillion amount of cards and find out that there's a lot of Pokemon having a very weird description. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, so hopefully you guys are excited for a video like this. If you are, be sure to let me know by destroying that like button, and without further ado, I have a couple of cards listed up here. I don't know if they're in the correct order or not, but let's just enjoy the creepiness that is going on in the Pokemon trading card game. So we have a Banette here. It already looks very menacing, as you can see here, with his tongue licking around and stuff, and like actually sucking the air out of the people here. Maybe it's spirits, whatever. Now we're gonna be looking at the Pokedex description, and let us just zoom in here. It states here, this Pokemon developed from an abandoned doll that amazed a grudge. It is seen in dark alleys. So what happened here is that people throw away a doll and it actually came to life to haunt them for the rest of their lives. It's actually looking for the owner. So as we can see here, there's another Banette card here in the times of Diamond and Pearl. And as you can see here in the other description, whoa, Duskull pops up here. We're gonna go back here. Ta-ta-ta. Yeah, this is bizarre, Duskull popping up. It's very scary, menacing. So as mentioned here, we're just gonna be having zoom in here, and it says here, a doll that became a Pokemon over its grudge from being junked, it seeks the child that disowned it. So yeah, it is looking around for its master to have, of course, that grudge going around. Banette looking in dark alleys for its master. The master threw it away. It was a doll and actually came to life, and that is how Banette got formed. Very menacing indeed. Here was Duskull. It was already very eager to pop up here. Duskull. This is one of those Pokemon that you also don't want to see. Definitely children. It, as you can see here in the Pokedex description, it loves the crying of children. It startles bad kids by passing through walls and making them cry. So this Pokemon goes all of its way to just make children cry because it loves it. Yeah, this is a children's card game. I don't know. It's crazy. Next is the Dusclops, also a Diamond and Pearl era card. Its body is hollow. It is said that those who look into the body are sucked into the void. So if you look into the hollow Dusclops, you get sucked in immediately, never to be seen again. How creepy is that? So if you ever see the Dusclops, don't look at it into its empty void. Let's go. Frillish. Very fun Pokemon, right? It is a water type Pokemon as well as a ghost type, and it has a very crazy description here. With its thin vial-like arms wrapped around the body of its opponent, it sinks to the ocean floor. So hopefully you guys can swim or actually can breathe underwater. Otherwise, you'll probably die, because Frillish is going to take you. It's never going to let loose, and it's just going to drag you to the bottom of the ocean. And that's very, very deep. So Frillish, you don't want to see that. Very scary. Next up is the evolution is Jellicent. And did you know, like, Jellicent is the reason that a lot of ships sink. So if we look at the Pokedex description right here, the fate of the ships and crew that wander into Jellicent's habitat, all sunken, all lost, all vanished. So the Bermuda Triangle, you know that. This probably has the habitat of Jellicent for sure. So ships go missing, people get lost, everything gets vanished. Oh, I wonder what this guy is up to. Maybe he also drags him to the bottom of the ocean, who knows. Next, Yamask. Look at that. This is one of those Pokemon, and you might say, oh, it has a very cute face, but then he also has this mask that it carries around. And did you know that that mask is actually... Here, it stays here. Each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was a human. So, humans turning into Pokemon, so sometimes they look at it and cry. That's even worse. So that is the extra description that it stays here. So sometimes they look at it and cry. So these are wearing masks from once it was human. So humans turn into Pokemon, and then they still have that mask from once it was like a human being. I know, it sounds bizarre. Then the evolution here, Cofagrigus, Plasma card. Where's the days of the Plasma Pokemon, right? So, ever wanted to be a mummy? Well, this can happen if you come across a Cofagrigus. Grave robbers who mistake them for real coffins and get too close end up trapped inside their body. So this makes it very scary. So let's say you are not a grave robber but just exploring, and this Cofagrigus like thinks you're a grave robber. It actually is going, if you come too close, it's gonna suck you in and you're gonna be trapped in Cofagrigus and you will turn into a mummy. Wow. As mentioned here, another description of Cofagrigus. It has been said that they swallow those who get too close and turn them into mummies. They like to eat gold nuggets, so that last part is not too creepy, but if you come too close and the Cofagrigus gets you, you're actually going to be turning yourself into a mummy. Ever want to be a mummy? That's the time, but I don't think it's gonna be pleasant because you're gonna die. Here is Shedinja. This is a Pokemon, like on the front face, it looks very nice. But if you happen to look on the back of Shedinja, probably gonna die, because it states here, a discarded bug shell that came to life. Peering into the crack on its back is said to steal one's spirit, so it steals your spirit. Be careful if you look at Shedinja. The funny fact about this is that if you're playing like the 3rd generation Pokemon games, Ruby, Sapphire, Emeralds, you automatically, when you send in your Shedinja, you look at the back at it. So are all our spirits gone? Did they already like vanish? Did Shedinja got them? Who knows? Here's a Drifloon. Oh wow, this heard Gulsel Silver vibes. It's been a while since I've seen cards like that. So, Drifloon, face value, it looks very nice. But then, its Pokedex description makes it very scary. It is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloon for a balloon and holds on to it, yeah, if you hold on to a Drifloon, could wind up missing. So this fella's stealing children. Like, let's say you're in an amusement park and you see a balloon drifting around. Oh, Drifloon! You grab onto it. Well, your child is missing. Scary. As an extra Pokédex description here. These Pokemon are called the signpost for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish. So, what? This Drifloon is way more scary than you might think, right? Here is Spiritomb. Did you know that this Spiritomb, that's just a single Pokemon, but that there are a bazillion amount of spirits in that specific Pokemon? As we can see here, it was formed by uniting 108 spirits. That's very specific, right? Not 109, not 107, 108 spirits. And it has been bound to the odd keystone to keep it from doing any mischief. So yeah, if it wasn't for the odd keystone, Spiritomb would be wandering around all over the world with the 108 spirits. Scary. Here we have Mimikyu. Look, it's already scary, and that artwork already, like it's hanging in dark places. Whoa, Gastly popping up here, so losing control, Mimikyu doing wacky stuff. So, as we can see here, its actual appearance is unknown. A scholar who saw what was under its rag was overwhelmed by terror and died from the shock. So never look underneath a Mimikyu because you will die. Apparently, it's so frightening what is under that rag. So that's why it's also disguising itself as a Pikachu. So that's what it has. So it has a little bit more friendly. but never look underneath its cloth or you will die. Gastly. Yeah, Gastly, Gen 1's ghost Pokemon. We'll see here. What is the Pokedex description? Now you are very curious, right? It said that gas emanated from a graveyard, was possessed by the grievance of the deceased, and thus became a Pokemon. So, what? So, it is gas from a graveyard from the deceased turning into a Pokemon. And like, even if you want to learn more about Gastly, a being that exists as a tin gas. It can topple an Indian elephant by enveloping the prey in 2 seconds. Like 2 seconds. 1, 2, poof, an Indian elephant. And that's what I also find very weird, that they actually say Indian elephant in the Pokemon world. Do they mean like, is this like a future sight something where they think about like Caparaja? Is this actually Caparaja? Is an Indian elephant Caparaja? Who knows? But this is a card for evolutions. I think the Pokedex description is even like older than that. We have Haunter, and Haunter is interesting. Also a card for evolutions. If you get the feeling of being watched in the darkness when nobody is around, Haunter is there. So sometimes you have the feeling like I'm being watched or something. Is there a stalker going around? No, it's just Haunter. Haunter is everywhere. Whenever you get that feeling, there's a Haunter nearby. And we have another Haunter over here. And this Pokedex description states, it strikes at humans from total darkness. Those licked by its cold tongue grow weaker with each passing day until they die. Yeah, actually it states here, until they die. They didn't have to mention that, but they did. So this, as Haunter licks you, you become weaker and weaker until you eventually, inevitably die. Another Haunter. So these Haunters are very scary. You never want to see a Haunter, right? Its tongue is made of gas. If licked, its victim starts shaking constantly until death eventually comes. Wow. So the tongue of Haunter, I don't know what it's made of, but it's actually very potent. It makes the opponent like shake until they finally eventually die. Hilarious. Here we have a Gengar, and Gengar also has a fun Pokedex description for this Halloween party episode. Okay, should you feel yourself attacked by a sudden chill, like you sometimes feel that, it is evidence of an approaching Gengar. That's already okay. So if you're feeling chilly, there's a Gengar coming, but then there is no escaping it. Give up, dot. So this sentence right here, like give up, there's no way to fight it. You just give up and you die? What? Okay. Moving on, we have Phantump. Did you know, like, this Phantump was actually a child one day? And that if you wander in the forest, and sometimes, like, people die in the forest because they can't find their way, can't find food or something. And this is what happens here. After a lost child perished in the forest. Yeah. Next up. Yeah, if you are a child perished in the forest, their spirit possessed a tree stump, causing the spirit's rebirth as this Pokemon. So if you ever die in the forest, don't worry, you come back as a Phantump. Yeah, here's another Pokedex description for Phantump. According to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died while lost in the forest. Oh boy, so they're seeing as like Phantoms are everywhere, like in the Kalos region. Are there so many children that died in the forest? Wow. Here is Trevenant, the evolved form. So yeah, forest gear, you remember that item lock madness Pokemon here. Okay, it can control trees at will. It will trap people who harm the forest, so they can never leave. Okay, if you ever like do damage to the forest, like this Trevenant will hang on to you and you can never leave. It's done for you, it's over. Here's a Honedge. Okay. What can we say about Honedge? Honedge's soul once belonged to a person. Again, what is the comparison? Like human beings becoming Pokemon? What's going on? So Honedge's soul was belonged to a person who was killed a long time ago by the sword that makes up Honedge's body. Wow, so somebody killed one someone, and then that sword turned into the Pokemon, or actually they hang on to that. Insane. That is very creepy. So if you ever get stabbed, I don't, yeah, violence is very, very crazy. If you get stabbed, you can turn into a Honedge. What? Pokemon, what are you doing? You're going like a very dark direction, of course. This is a very crazy one because there's not a lot of text in here, but still, I want to showcase this because it was very interesting. So we have this cute looking Froslass. We have this Blossom, so it's spring. And the Pokedex description actually says, "Spring is already here, so goodbye, ... Yeah, that actually said like goodbye and then ... What? Spring is already here, so goodbye. Goodbye? Is everybody going to... I don't understand this one. Okay, here we have Hypno. Okay, Hypno is of course the person, or actually the Pokemon that takes away children. It states here, it carries a pendulum-like device. There once was an incident in which it took away a child it hypnotized. So it hypnotizes children and takes them away. There's only one incident, but there's multiple ones. If you look across the internet and the creepypastas going around here, you're definitely gonna find it. So, Hypno. There's also a song, I believe, with Hypno. Here's Cubone. Everybody should know Cubone. Look at that. This is a perfect family, like a mother and a daughter. And also like another perfect family, mother, father, and their son. And then here, there's a lone-looking Cubone in the amusement park. Did you know? Here, it always wears the skull of its dead mother, so no one has an idea what its hidden face looks like. Wow, that's sad. I also remember like a Cubone card from Jungle where it cries. So Cubone crying a lot, it misses its mother, and the skull it wears is from its dead mother. How crazy is that? Most of you people already knew that, but still. I think this is the last one for today, so let me know if you guys enjoyed this, me going through old cards. So Misdreavus, let's see here. It loves to sneak up on people late at night, then startle them when it's a shriek-like cry. So it like scares them to death. Like that is something he loves. Like jump scare, like yeah, like conjuring style stuff. Like Misdreavus is all for that. So that's it for this Halloween special video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the like button as always. That does help out the channel more than you would possibly think. If I'm missing a few cards, if you're saying like that is also very creepy, post them in the comment section below. I'll definitely be taking a look at them. The best one I can even pin to be a very good comment. So also check out my sponsors, the lovely sponsors here. I'm going to be giving away a €5 coupon code for cardmarket.com. That is for European players. It should be on the screen right now. Yeah, there we go. That's for European players. There's one lucky person that can claim that €5 coupon code. If you are that lucky person, be sure to let me know in the comment section. And also check out, of course, PoTownStore.com for the best place. This is the best place to buy yourself some TCGO code cards. And Vivid Voltage will be up on stock very, very shortly. So have a happy Halloween, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. So definitely subscribe for more content. Peace out.